Hi friends, welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine and I want to give you my 3 tips that I have for Marantas. It took me a while to understand what they truly want, and the number one thing that I realized that made a huge difference is actually putting them in these self-watering pots because they like to be consistently moist. So for each of these, they're slightly different, like the setup, just because of what I had at hand at the time, and also trying to figure out what works for me. So I'm just going to share with you what I've discovered. So yes, first thing is the consistency of moisture. It really, really needs that. This plant over here, the lemon lime one, all these yellow leaves is because it was pot bound and then it wasn't keeping up with watering. And so therefore, a lot of the leaves started yellowing. So if you get yellowing leaves like this, and also the tips sometimes get yellow as well, but not so much here. Anyway, I've noticed historically that if the tips get a little bit yellow, it also means that you're not watering it enough. You want the medium to be moist, but not wet. So I wouldn't be watering it every 3 days or something. I think, once a week maybe is enough. And if you're not keeping on top of it, this plant will let you know. So consistent moisture is definitely what it likes. So in this setup, I just bought this self-watering pot off of Amazon, and I'm using the wick. And everything seems to be pretty happy. The roots are adapting to water life. And up top, I have this one in 70% perlite because it was already potted in soil. So I just kind of removed as much of it as I could, and then I put, mainly perlite in it. And it's about to flower. In regards to the well-draining medium, if you don't want to make your own mix, you can always just use cactus mix, I think it's called. Yeah, or cactus soil. And you can find that in your local nursery or on Amazon. The links are below in the description. Tip 2 is that most of these Marantas like medium light. So medium light for me is about 400 foot candles. Anywhere from that to 800 foot candles is good. It can actually tolerate some sunlight. This Maranta is grown under the LED lights, and that gets around 400 foot candles. So a lot of new growth. This was actually propagated with 1 cutting, and I struggled with this plant for at least 9 months until I put it into the self-watering pot. It's taken off. So I wish I had some before images of it. I don't think I did because I was so ashamed of it. Okay, so about the yellowing leaves on this lemon lime Maranta. So this is in a net pot. I'm gonna try to take it out. It's kind of not the best setup, but this plant was very pot bound, and I actually didn't repot it at all. I just put it into this net pot, and I have some water at the bottom. And as you can see, the roots are already going down to the water. So I think my lazy experiment paid off, that eventually, because it's sensing the water at the bottom, all the roots are gonna travel down anyway. So yeah, I didn't really wanna, untangle all the root ball. And this is, just a cache pot. And it doesn't sit great because it doesn't have a lip or anything to hold it, but it's okay for now. So what I normally would do is clip off a lot of these yellow leaves because they're gonna fall off anyway, and it just makes it look a little bit better. So if you're underwatering or you're overwatering, you're likely to get yellow leaves. I do not find these plants to need a lot of humidity. I know a lot of people talk about that in forums and stuff, and I totally don't find that to be the case. But that's also because I live in Seattle, and it can be quite moist here. Obviously, we have days that have 70 to 80% humidity just in the air. especially when it's raining. And it does rain here a lot, but I don't use an additional humidifier for this. And like I said before, you know, make sure you're giving it bright light, and it could sit right next to the window and be happy. I have west exposure, which it'd be happy being there, but I just haven't because there's no space. I wish I could put all my plants on the one window that I have. So I'm hoping that because it's now in semi-hydro, it'll just be able to get the water it wants and be happy again. Because it was quite full before that happened. And that's actually what happened to this one. This is the variegated version of the rabbit track. I forget the scientific name, but it just flowered. I like to remove the stalk, and normally will dry out beforehand anyway. This plant is also pot bound, and it started losing a lot of its leaves, and it was like really, really unhappy. Like, it was just basically throwing a fit. As you can see, like all this burnt edges. So I did the same thing, and I just put it into the net pot. This is a self-watering setup that I got from Amazon. And it's not as crazy as the other one, but there's a little bit of roots coming out. And there's also a reservoir, and the reservoir kind of like barely touches the bottom. And it's putting out quite a bit of new growth, so I know it's happy. The last tip is you really want to make sure it is in a well-draining medium. So this one here, I have it in ponds. This is actually in peat. It's in the original soil that it came in. So I'm pretty sure it's peat. And this one I also did not repot, like I told you earlier. I think it's also in peat. And the red Maranta is actually in perlite. So basically you want a well-draining medium for your setup. If you're not growing your Maranta in semi-hydro, it doesn't matter because the same principles apply. You want to make sure that it is in something well-draining, but also holds moisture. And I find ponds and perlite to do a really good job of that. And obviously you amend your soil using, peat to add moisture. But as you can see, this was actually propagated from the cuttings on this plant. So this is the mother plant, and these are all the propagations that I took after the plant kind of went south, because it just got really ugly because it lost a lot of the leaves, and I just basically cut it all back. So this plant was basically bald. I cut it all back, and then I propagated all the cuttings, well, not all, but some of the cuttings into here. And it's loving being in the semi-hydro. As you can see, like the roots have really taken off. I wouldn't say it's been here for like 2 months. It really has not been in this setup for very long. And it gets about 400 foot candle because it also lives under my LED lights. The one thing about this particular Maranta, because it's variegated, it actually needs higher light than 400 foot candles, or the fact that it doesn't love the spectrum of light that it's getting from my LED lights. Even though it says full spectrum, unless you like actually measure it, it might not be. So if you can give your variegated rabbit track, yeah. If you can give your variegated Maranta some direct sunlight, I think you would really appreciate it, and the variegation will be more white rather than this kind of like yellowish color. So if you are going to put any of your plants into direct sunlight, as always, introduce it slowly, otherwise it's going to get light burned and it's not gonna be very happy. If you have any questions about growing Marantas or semi-hydro, ask me a question in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Happy growing!